Welcome to the Spill and Grill.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Tashinga.
And this is where you spill the stories.
And we grill them to perfection.
Okay, guys, let's get started with our stories today. Today, the theme is animals or pets. Let's not say animals. That makes it go a different way. But yeah, the theme is pets.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, I'll start. I was on a first date when my date told me with absolute seriousness that if we were together in a year's time, he expected me to give up any animals I had for him. When I asked for clarification, he stated, "Leave them at the pound or take them to your parents. I don't care. They're not welcome at mine." Anyway, there was no second date, but plenty more red flags during that date. She then put a photo of her dog. He's the goodest boy who I was not giving up for a mediocre man. Amen.
Yes. Oh my God. You know, I'm a little bit suspicious of people who don't like dogs. I get people don't like cats, okay? I love cats, but I get when people don't like them. But when people don't like dogs, I'm suspicious of them. Because their dogs are just... They're just all love.
Yeah, they're the cutest.
Like, they're little angels sent to us on Earth. And so if you don't like a dog... And I'm not talking about people who are scared. That's a phobia. That's something else.
Yes, I was going to say
But if you just don't like dogs, I don't know if I can like you. Like, honestly, like, I just think that is a red flag. And then for you to be like, they're not welcome at my house. In 1 year's time, they've got to go to the pound.
The pound, oh my God.
Abandon your animal. No.
The thing is, I have a dog. You met Simba on the podcast.
Yeah.
And when I was dating, I was very clear of, like, she comes with me. So if you don't like dogs or you're allergic, then we can't be together.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Like, I look at her as a child, to be honest.
Yeah, she is. She's your family.
Exactly,
and you're supposed to commit your life to them once you pick them up. Yeah. I have a friend who went on a date with a girl, and he said it was amazing. Like, she had, like, all the qualities he wanted, and then she's like, I'm allergic to cats. And he had a cat that he loved to death. That, like, he had found him on the street as a baby.
Oh.
And he just went...
Sorry.
No, I can't give up my baby.
Yeah, but you can't though. Fair enough.
I mean, that there's no fault to that girl. Like, I mean, she's allergic. Like, what are you gonna do, right? But
I'm just.
But this guy's just an.
Yeah, exactly. The whole you drop the dog to the pound,
And he said, "I don't care."
Yeah, I don't care. They're not welcome at mine. Then I'm not welcome at yours as well. Bye.
No.
Your loss, not mine. And she was saying there was plenty more red flags. I would like to know what
I'd
other
love
red
to know.
flags
Yeah, what are the other red
throughout
flags
that date? Yeah, but no, for me, my dog comes with me. So if you're dating me, you're dating the dog.
And why don't you like the dog or the dogs or dogs in general? Like,
Exactly,
why?
yeah.
What's your problem?
That's true. But also, if I'm dating a guy and the guy has a dog or an animal, like, that says a lot about them as well in a different way in terms of taking responsibility. Like, this animal has been with them for, usually there's a story behind it, right? Like, if they adopted or it was a gift. So why am I going to be like, it's them or me? Like, it's the dog or me? It's the animal or me? Never.
No, I don't agree with that.
No.
Absolutely not.
You dodged a bullet. Honey,
yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, good for you. I'm glad that you dropped him off at the pound because that's where he belongs. He's the one that needs to be abandoned. That.
Yeah, I agree. God. Amen, Sarah.
Yeah. Oh my God. No. Goodbye. I'm abandoning that guy. I'm abandoning this date. Over. Like, forget it.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
Yeah. Ugh. Okay. Yeah. I'm glad he told you on the first date. At least you didn't waste any more time.
It's true. That's very true. Okay.
Guys, the second story, it comes from the X-Files. The Sarah X-Files. So this is a story about my ex-boyfriend. There's been a few comments on our videos about my ex-boyfriend. People wanted more stories, so here we go. And it's kind of on par with Tashinga's story. So I'll get started with the story. We had been living together for maybe about a year at this point, and I really wanted a pet, either a dog or a cat, and we ended up choosing that we were going to go for a cat. And we were looking at types of cats, we were looking at breeders, we were looking at adoption options. We even went to a few pet stores just to take a look. And we did choose on getting that we wanted a Siamese cat if we could find one.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Wow.
I think I spoke about this cat on the very, very first episode of this podcast. So he was a fantastic cat. His name was Lex. He was beautiful. He was so friendly. He was dog-like. Absolutely amazing cat. And my ex obviously stopped me from seeing him after we broke up. But anyway, another story. When we're talking about getting cats and looking through the options, all of a sudden he says,
"But we've got to get the cat declawed, right?"
And I'm like, what? Everybody knows. Even people who don't like cats knows that that's wrong. So yeah, I was a little taken aback by that. I'm like, wait, what do you mean you want to get the cat declawed? That is a really cruel practice. And there are some veterinarians that refuse to do it. And I think here in Europe, I think that's illegal.
It is.
I'm pretty sure you're not even allowed to do that now.
No.
And for people who don't know, it's not just this part that's being removed. It's this part. They cut them at the knuckles. It is an extremely painful surgery, and it takes very, very long for the cats or whatever animal that it gets done to recover from that. Yeah, it's horrible. And I was like, are you serious, right? And I didn't know that he was he was a narcissist at the time. That was not a word that was being thrown around. So I didn't understand the lack of empathy. Right? Yeah. And he was like, well, no, they're going to ruin furniture. And I'm like, okay, but you can't invite an animal into your house and then expect it to act like a human. Stuff is going to happen when you have an animal in your house. That just happens. Doesn't mean they're going to destroy the house. And then his excuse was, so he said that he had a cat with his mom when he was younger, and she had gotten declawed. And then you know what he said to me? Well, that cat got it done and she was fine. And then I said, did your cat learn to speak human English and tell you, hey, by the way, you deformed me, but I'm cool, don't worry, I'm fine? And he's like, well, obviously not. And I'm like, then no, you do not know if your cat was fine. And that cat had only been declawed in the front. And he said she still hurt some of the furniture. So this cat's got to be declawed on all four paws.
No. Oh my god.
Yeah. And I was like, no, I it's a practice that I can't get on board with. It's so cruel. And he was like, no cat. It's either we get a declawed cat or no cat. And then I had a friend who suggested, why don't you adopt a cat that's already declawed?
No! Don't give that suggestion. No.
Well, that was how that's how we ended up getting because we didn't do it. He was already declawed, right? So I didn't partake in it. But it was that or not get a cat, and I wanted a cat.
Oh, bless you.
And this was I thought that I was going to be with this man for the rest of my life, right?
Yeah, I get it.
So I didn't want to accept not having a cat ever. So I was like,
that's so intense.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I've never seen a declawed cat.
It's awful. Can you picture when you have an itch scratching with your knuckles?
No.
That's how they and my cat, he was a fantastic cat. I miss him every single day. Lex, he was, I love him so much. I've been trying to find a photo. He did have some behavioral issues because of it, because that type of trauma causes issues.
This is so sad.
But he did not care. He did not care at all. And I even told him, I'm like, what about if he runs out of the house one day and he's in danger? The cat needs to be able to climb the tree. And he will not be able to climb the tree because he's declawed. It is so bad. It is such a barbaric thing. And I can't even explain the poker face on this man's face. No, really? It needs to be done. It needs to be done, Sarah. No empathy, no sympathy, no feelings of remorse for something that is known in medical history to be traumatic and barbaric and cruel.
He's like, I'm fine with it. I've had a cat like this, so deal with it. That's scary.
No, it is it's so wrong on so many levels. And like that was such a huge red flag, but of course I didn't realize that at the time. But like, who does that?
Narcissists.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Narcissists and psychopaths. And there are so many alternatives, by the way. You can get like protection for your furniture. There are sprays with scents that cats don't like. There's covers that you can use. There are gel nail covers that you can buy for your cat. They're actually really cute, like pink and blue and purple.
That's so funny.
Yeah, there's so many things you can do. You can teach them to use their scratching posts, and then that's the only thing that they scratch is their posts and not your furniture.
Yeah,
like,
I've seen this,
yeah, there are so many alternatives, and I tried till I was blue in the face, and he was like, no.
So then you ended up having Lex.
We got Lex, who was fantastic, and his previous owner, who was also just as awful, got him declawed, and that's how he ended up at our house. And he was a fantastic cat, but like there were times where I could see him like scratching his head like constantly, because I know he can't scratch his head because he's got no nails. Like, and I would go up to him and be like, I got you, buddy. I got you. Come here. You know, like.
This makes me so sad.
Yeah.
Wow.
But like if I pointed it out, I'm like, look, he can't scratch his head. Or like, look, like he can't play with his toys properly. Like he couldn't catch, right?
Yeah.
Like he was like, yeah, and then like he claimed like he loved the cat so much, and he ended up keeping the cat in the breakup. That's another story. But like, how could you claim to love a being when you know that they've been put through so much trauma and you don't care?
It's very weird for me. It's very, very weird. Like, there's trauma. You know when you go to the pound and you see those animals that have gone through trauma, there's that because they were in an abusive home or they were found on the side of the street. But that's different. This that you're saying, actually the cat needs to get declawed, is like, we need to put that cat through that pain. Is very weird for me.
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't want my precious couch to be ruined. Guys, if there's anybody out there considering declawing, don't do it. Don't do it. It's a horrible practice. And there are people who don't like cats. There are people who are not cat people, and they even think that that's cruel.
So crazy. Like these, I was because I want to get another dog, and a dog I want to get is a Doberman.
Okay.
But then everyone's asking me, "Are you going to cut the ears? And I was like, "What are you talking about?" Because I didn't realize. So when you see the Dobermans and they have the ears up, that's not natural. Like that's fake because they've been cut. Yeah. And I was like, "What?" And then the same with the tail,
the dock tails.
And then when I looked at Dobermans with their regular ears, they're so freaking cute.
are.
I'm just like, why would anyone want to do that? So if I get a Doberman, no, I won't be cutting the ears or the tail.
No,
but
nor
I
should
don't
you.
know why they do that though. Oh, it's not right. It's not right on so many levels. So I wouldn't choose to be like, yeah, let's get it cut. I'd be like, no, natural. However it comes.
Absolutely.
Wow. Your ex is an ex for a reason.
Oh my God. He is a piece of work. I just, till this day, I cannot believe it. And even though we didn't do it to the cat, like I'll never like...
It still doesn't sit right? Because you never wanted that in the first place. So why would you willingly go choose it? Obviously, you've done it because you're in a relationship with someone that's a narcissist and you wanted a cat. Yeah. So I get it. But even still, like, he couldn't catch. He couldn't scratch it. Oh,
yeah. It's so sad. It's such a sad thing. And the fact that he was so insistent, he never showed an ounce of caring about this, just goes to show what a horrible human being he was.
He was, period.
I'm sorry, but like, if you're okay with an animal going through unnecessary pain, a lot of unnecessary pain, no. It's such a selfish thing to do. It's so selfish. And, I hate him for that. I really do. I know that, like, you know, like, people that go around talking their exes, they're not the greatest people either. So maybe I'm not painting myself in the greatest light as well. But, you know, this is my podcast. It's about crazy exes and crazy dates. And I have a crazy ex, and I'm going to share it, and I'm going to vent. And, yeah.
Every time Sarah tells us a story on this podcast, I'm just like, you know that emoji that is like, I'm like this, like right? It gets worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
Oh, we look forward to hearing more of the
More
worst
X-Files
stories.
coming soon, I promise.
We're excited. But as always, if you guys have any fun, crazy, out of this world dating stories, please email us at thespillandgrill.com. The email will be on the screen. Thespillandgrill?
At
gmail.com. I said thespillandgrill.com.
Yeah. If you've got a crazy ex, please, I'd love to know. I want to hear other people's X-Files as well. It doesn't have to just be mine. Let's share them. Let's talk about it. Let's communicate. Let's share traumas.
Yeah.
Let's bond.
Let's bond over the X-Files. But remember, guys, disclaimer, we are not professionals. We are not doctors. We are not therapists, dating coaches, psychotherapists. What else?
Experts. We're not dating experts.
No.
We're not human behavioral analysis experts. Nothing like that. Two girls on a couch. We like to talk. We like to share our experiences. We want to remind everybody that we've all been through it. We're not alone. And you are not alone.
Exactly. So what?
So that's it.
So that's it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. No, I was going to add something, but no, okay. So if you are watching us on YouTube, thank you for watching The Spill and Grill. And if you are listening to us on Spotify, thank you. You have been listening to The Spill and Grill. I'm Kishinga.
And I'm Sarah.
Take care, guys.
Bye.